favor of approval of the minutes, please say aye. Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Moving on to the agenda. Once a couple of modifications, we have the Village of 188 policy on employee step number 5. And, I'd like to add speed sign request as number 5. And then number 6 to be decorating budget. See, consulting planner. Yeah. And then there are the pilot, as you may recall, in 2023, the village made application. Prayer was supported. There's a need for an amendment to be made. So I'm asking for the council to authorize me that that amendment is presented to be able to sign it on our behalf. And by way of correction, we're really not responsible for any portion of this grant, even just ones that stood up and stood in since the Pollyant Trail was a qualified entity to make application. But as participating community in the Pollyant Trail, we could do it. They took our spot. We could have, since we weren't applying for anything, the Parks and Rec said, oh, go ahead. And it was approved by the village council back then. So there's an amendment to the Pollyant Trail Council found out that it was going to be excessively expensive to do the original engineering, preliminary engineering for the trail. So they downsized it, and now we're trying to come up with a suitable amendment to describe that. So we don't have to wait too long to approve it on their behalf. That's why.
Should we make it every evening?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. That said, is there anything else? If not, a motion to approve the agenda as amended to be in order.
I will make a motion to approve the agenda as
I will support. Okay, we have a motion in a second to approve the amended agenda. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say no. Okay, motion carries. The council also has the treasurer's report for the month of August. Are there any questions, changes, or corrections? If none, I'm going to approve the report, receive and file it, be ordered. I'd like to make a motion to receive and file the treasurer's report. Okay, are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, we have a roll call, please, Julie. Yes.
Kennedy?
Yes.
Slack? Yes. Hawkins?
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Account payable for August 2024 in the amounts shown. Are there any questions, changes?
I'd like to make a motion to pay a bill in the amount of $14,862.41 for general, $1,833.23 for major, nothing for local, and $112 for no park recreation.
I will support.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? Hearing none, we have a roll call, pay the bills, please, Lori.
Hawkins?
Yes.
Slack? Yes. Kennedy?
Yes.
McDonald?
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Okay, we've reached that point in the meeting for public comments. Anybody care to address the village council?
Where were we Sunday? There we go.
Or was it Sunday?
That's nothing to do with it.
Well, it was
We're
called.
supposed to. Yeah, stay as a country. thought you told somebody else about it. Are you and Debbie?
I wanted to, but I had already, yeah, I know. I missed out.
Too bad.
I missed
We did do it. I don't know what you did. Did you miss anything? Oh,
Thanks. Okay, moving on then to new business. I learned, indirectly that, communities, in Michigan, and I assume maybe across the nation, since it's federal law, the Americans with Disabilities Act, requires that every community have a, policy, much like we do for Title VI for, equal opportunity, et cetera. And so, I drafted, based on, the information that I was able to look up for the, Americans with Disabilities. I drafted a policy, that you should have received a copy of, along with the grievance procedure and a form. I don't know if we sent the form out. But I'd like to ask the village council to authorize and adopt the Village of Hunter Americans with Disabilities Act policy. Basically what it says is, it says that the village will do everything that it can to accommodate persons with disabilities, including or up to, allowing, slightly different building standards for, like, allowing a ramp instead of stairs, where normally the stairs would be the primary access point, things like that. It's pretty common sense stuff. It doesn't bridge the building code or anything like that. It just says if you have restrictions that would prohibit a person's handicaps, you have to work with them to help accommodate them. So I'm recommending adoption of this, so that we're A, in accordance with the law, and B, we'll have some guidance in the event that there's a request.
specific, or is it just basic, other Virginia? Because anybody who needs assistance or who needs
Well,
go against whatever.
yeah, it's the purpose of the policy is to provide guidance and direction regarding implementation of the ADA Act. And what it says is that, Title II of the ADA, which applies to state and local governments, no qualified person with disability may be excluded from participating in or denied the benefits of the program services and activities provided by the village because of a disability. And then it goes on to describe, give you a definition of disability, so there's a frame of reference and people that would qualify. And then there's some of the examples for reasonable modifications would be like a granting a zoning variance to allow a ramp to be built on the side of the setback. Or, it doesn't say we have to, but we have to give that type of consideration. And what I assume that it still would be up to the applicant. We're not required to waive any rules or fees or anything like that. They would just have to go through the same process as anybody else would. And it says that we have to permit a service animal in a place where animals are typically not allowed in village offices. That's basically what it's saying. I'm also offering the sign language interpreters for captioning at a public meeting on request. And we've always kind of followed that rule anyway, they have to notify the clerk at least 3 days prior to the meeting. One thing we'll have to do is name a coordinator, who would, in our case, would be the village clerk, since she would handle, or since I can say, that person would be handling any requests or assistance anyways at our regular meetings, et cetera. So, I did talk with you about that. I didn't hate it, but, it was in the policy. So are there any other questions? I like the idea of having a definition, also having something in writing, communities that receive federal funding through either the community development or road funds have to adopt 506 every year, and it's in our policies as well. So, as well as on the website, that's where this one too as well for people in case they need to find it. So, what is the pleasure? Appreciate a motion authorizing the adoption of the policy and the appointment of the village clerk as the coordinator, and the village will be drafting a form for requests and notification of someone has a disability.
But something like that, with the planning commissioner, would just go to straight to.
Well, it would depend on what it was. I'm sure, in the case of if they wanted to put a wheelchair ramp on, like maybe on an existing home, it has too close of a setback that it would end up having to go to the zoning board of appeals. That would probably only happen after the planning commission did a site plan review. Yeah.
I would make a motion to adopt the American with Disabilities policy in the village of Leonard, as possible, appoint the village clerk as the point person, coordinator,
Thank you.
and
adopt a grievance,
or adopt form two,
88 form for requests.
communication to
Exactly.
the requester.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adopt policy as stated. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, I think we'll do just a regular voice vote. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say no. Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Okay, council received number 2 is a tree removal on 4th Street. I really had plans on this tree signing the village as far as doing the sidewalk on 4th Street this year. Even though it was late in the year, I had hopes of being able to do it. But upon looking at the tree and seeing what if we try to go around the tree and the sidewalk, the trees that have to come down, it's rotting on the inside. The interior of the stone pad is cut on the tree, and it's huge. So I verbally solicited a quote, which you should have received. It was significantly more than the estimate that I had been given verbally, because as you can see, it's $9,000. Now, keep that in a proper frame of reference. It's on Main Road. So any work that would have to be done, there would have to be additional traffic safety. There would have to be flaggers and signs on both directions. It would also involve temporary closures of 4th Street as they cut the tree down, which adds significantly to the cost. Due to the cost, the $9,000, as much as I would really like to get it done and down quickly, I refer to the council on whether they want to try and find a different vendor. Move it. I mean, traditionally, this company has done work for us before with Triple T. They reincorporated, relicensed, and insured now. But I'll leave that up to the board, the council to decide what we want to see, or if we want to proceed at all. The tree got to come down before we can put the sidewalk in. There's no sense putting the sidewalk in or around it, knowing that it's going to come down. It's just incredibly expensive.
How much, is there a way to tell how much of that price tree and how much was extra? Like how much was road closure and how much, like is there anything that you could do to offset that?
Well, initially I told him that we could provide signs and arrows, but he was thinking that he would hire planners
To do it for a job that size, we have to have players, because we're gonna cut some of that stuff down, or weather blowing and all that stuff.
The cyber was assigned something, it's flyer.
So I would be guessing if I tried to estimate, it is gonna take a considerable amount of equipment that price does include, stump removal, stump grinding. So,
Why exactly do we need that sidewalk? I'm just curious. I see nobody walking from the fire station to Basil Street at all.
Because we don't have sidewalks.
it's a connect,
Nobody uses it. That Radford Street fell on and
All that.
well, it would be the connector between the south end, the space that live, south of Division Street, let's say, or the trail.
it's a good thought.
And
No, it's not going to be used.
one of the reasons is we had people request, but the biggest reason is that it's a connector, and we had hoped to use block grant funds because they had said, in this case, it was a connector. And then frankly, it was the easiest to engineer of all the locations where we need connections in the village. Like on East Elmwood or West Elmwood, you can just have, we have another situation somewhere where we have a sidewalk that goes to the States, and then we gotta come all the way downtown before we get, sidewalk. Well, to, Burford, which is,
It's in waste money. I lived here a long time, you know that. Never cost anything.
we do get a lot of traffic noise and stuff. And it's fun for kids, that, big ears, but I also, too.
I guess just for the question, if you were to take a tree down, say one, what is the rate you're looking to get the sidewalk on this year?
Some of them, it would take, because that money would have to come out of directly out of the budget, it was carrier funds,
But you're saying it's not in the budget.
but they haven't built it.
Understood, I guess, my question comes down to, if the goal is to put in the sidewalk, we either take a tree down and put in the sidewalk, or we take a tree down and we don't have the funds to put in the sidewalk. I don't think it's necessary to decision for tonight at that point. I think we have time to maybe see if it will close and then take that down, because we have to work with time for the next budget, or the sidewalks. Although does that make you move forward the block onto the beginning?
No, I think that's all.
Okay. As long as we're not throwing away that money.
Yeah, no, I just was hoping to smooth the future construction.
Sure.
I had, now I have to sit and wait on it next year. Well, no, that's why
It's so sticky.
it's not me making the decision, it's us.
It's so sticky, boy.
No, it's
You have not got to talk with Brad. That's who you know. You got one of the states on our property. And until we did that situation, we did not put anything on it.
right. But when I talk with you, and
I guess it
The tree.
yeah, 6 conversations about the tree.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you all know.
yeah, as you said,
We're talking about the tree, right?
but we're just talking about.
I told you it's a waste of money. Oh, it's a waste. Maybe a year or two. We probably did like that.
Understood, it's stop, it's true. Being part of it.
No, it's definitely,
Don't you start that.
okay, those don't say conversation, okay?
Yeah.
What kind is supposed to be directed to you? That's.
I'll correct it to you, not,
Oh,
you
no,
want all that.
for the interest of getting, things in order, at this point, failing the motion, we just move on, unless the council wants to give me further direction. I will solicit additional bids, and on the tree, and I will get together with.
There's one on, it's off a Hagerman.
Did I ever got you?
I'm just telling you. I told you about that second yard, you're not getting price. I can find out from my friend, they did your yard, it looks great. Also, the limits and stuff down.
Was it budget? It's a local company,
It's a local company.
I know. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay, that's fine. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll have to.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, we're local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So you guys got idea on motion, I'd like to postpone the decision while solicit a few more bids for tree removal until next meeting. Until the September meeting.
Yeah.
October. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion and a second to postpone the action until we obtain additional quotes for the tree removal. Any questions on the motion? Okay, all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say no. I have something back for October. Okay. We received two communications from the county health department. They asked us to support a resolution declaring September National Suicide Prevention Month and also September is National Recovery Month. With the council wanting to read both of the resolutions, or with the council pass a motion to waive the reading, or another motion to adopt, waive the reading.
Instead of this decision every year, just
Imagine we could have.
It's a different city.
like, because there's a few that go through a year and a half there, they got, it's so common that they, for the customer said I have, so, they're permanent.
Well, yeah, the point then would be adopt a motion, A, to waive the reading of each, resolution being the National Suicide Prevention Month. And to adopt them, on a permanent basis, on an annual basis, in the month of September, or even August. Anticipation of September. So wait for because what we're doing is declaring September to be. Declaring that. Then you get August to be on the. But I don't think they need to be on the agenda. Just be.
Was there a way to put maybe, plus maybe allowed to take a calendar of all these different months, disabilities, children, whatever, we had a bunch of things, just take one calendar, and every December, approve for the next year, that would be good.
That's the motion.
Yeah, and whatever that's,
Somebody said that, again, it's like with the Traffic Improvement Association, Michigan Municipal League, we get those annually, but there's usually money involved. So the money first,
be different.
yeah, if it's,
That's something that I can't imagine that we ever say no to,
right.
these are that, and we would actually do.
I guess if we did it for 1 year and checked it out for 1 year each time it comes up,
Yes.
then we're covered for
It just,
moving forward.
accounts, well, price something. Okay, just,
Next time it comes up, I'll try
and we'll do to not read full resolutions, but to adopt September Residential Suicide Prevention Month, the resolution for that, and also the resolution for the National Recovery Month in September.
That was
All right.
Okay, we have a motion and second to waive the reading and to adopt both of the resolutions. Are there any questions on the motion? All those in favor, please say aye. All those please say no. Okay, the motion carries. And we'll, yeah,
Sorry, that's it. Sometimes you guys can just fast.
okay. Okay, so number 5, under the new business is decorating budget.
That's the sign.
yes, 8 times 5, 6.
Okay, I did call Ebolas, who is the provider for the speed signs. I requested a quote. They did not call me back. I did a text when I got the email from Jennifer. They haven't responded. I believe it is about $4,900.
You get all those pockets, you can get them.
Yeah, yeah. The park budget paid for the for the one on the
And the north end of the page, outright, Chris, I remember, I think the park ticket, the whole thing was 50/50. I thought it was 50/50.
The one at the park,
Oh, park was so heavy.
So this would be the final direction would be west home, but the concern is not going out of the city, it's in the city. Because all trucks left in 55 clears to past my house, which is very, very bad.
Well, we discussed this a couple months ago, and I budgeted for it. What I would suggest is if we're going to do it, then we should budget for it. Let's see, we do it next spring. If it was budgeted,
It just seems like such a waste. Any of those speed signs are, because like this one, with them going south on Rochester Road, they're not going to be by the time they get Porter Lane. Most of them are still doing it.
well, that's why where I would get to go. So let's get the vote. But
People coming in and the speed is the set to do 40, if you're not slowing down, even though it's flat.
and the installation is not, I mean, there is time and material involved as well. So aside from the cost of the unit itself, which ballpark is maybe $4,500, one steel pole for those is about $300. And that doesn't include the labor to put it in, assuming Don, or, we doing it locally. But my thought was to put it in the budget, next year's budget, which would be adopted in February, and then it would be in there as a line item, but it would be covered by a line item.
I think the concern is that from this being one of the few branches where there are people are walking daily, literally daily.
Yeah, we had to concern about the schools too, around the town, east side.
Yeah, people go off to school.
Yeah, and people don't go 25 or I think when we talked about it last time, we discussed that if a street center isn't a stop anybody from coming off of that.
Well, now it doesn't enforce. I mean,
Yeah,
That's the key, and
it
they
doesn't.
never come out here, do they?
Yeah, they have to come out. Generally on request. So, come over.
They
They don't put much time into it. I have heard like they're really big for like slot, maybe a little bit of, a little bit of trees in the place, you can't see them, and they won't sit. And they won't sit in the they won't sit in the driveway, they'll sit on the road, but now they're too close, they're away, so it's, I haven't seen it, unfortunately, they don't mind.
They never object to a request for us to have a deputy, but they can't provide a deputy.
It'd be nice to have one here just like, for preference, particularly by the elementary school, that really
days at that time sitting at the stop sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we get them a little further down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is, I usually it's a prefer.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem that I've seen with it there is even though they'll sit there and enforce, you have to go on like 45, 50 before you do anything. I mean, and I literally had them tell me they aren't giving a ticket because it's lunch.
Yeah, no,
So,
no, that's true.
well, it's yeah, but they aren't going to give them tickets because of.
Wow.
So,
They're making me look like the old man who yells at you when you're driving.
Hey, that's me. You know, we did, this past, several months ago when we talked about this, at that time, Ebola was having a sale, two units and a third, like a residential street sign. A very attractive price, so I'm not saying we'll do that again next year, but if we're seriously gonna consider putting one down by the school, which makes a lot of sense coming in town, because that whole stretch is 45 miles an hour, it's not like up by you, where it's 35 and then it goes down to 25. So, unless somebody wants to make a motion to buy one now, I would just recommend that the budget include it next year. A few months, it's not like a few months is going to make a big difference. And I'm not going to argue the necessity of it. Statistically, they do make a difference. They keep honest people honest. People that are driving and they see the sign and they look at their speed and they say, oh, I'm doing 45, it's 35, it's 7. Those people, they say they're between 70 and 80% effective. Most people don't ignore it. They'll check their speed. But no, it's not like you're all, it's not like you have the deputies.
So there's been times where I pulled on my drive on the road, and I look at my rearview mirror when we on Rochester Road, and the guy is right on my.
Yeah.
Where did he come from? Right, I did not see him when I pulled up because he was on the other side of the hill and it was so fast.
Okay. If there's no action on that, then we'll move on to the next item, which is,
We don't need to put it on budget. It's,
no, it should not, really should not. Judy and I will talk about it before too long.
we can talk.
Well, the council is going to make it fun. Okay, so looking at the speed sign and that very budget, and, I assume that you accept the responsibility.
I think, yeah, maybe about after that, I kind of handle everything. It's just one.
Well, I want to tell you that I appreciate that, and also the fact that I did a nice job on planning. So I think everybody.
The message from the Erin and also on the plan on Zachary committee. She's trying to plan for, she knows that money spent in December needs to be planned for a little bit in advance and not, approved in December. She is looking for, and this obviously is assuming that the funds are available, I don't know this, a total of 30, which includes porta potty, van, a tree, greens, Santa, and wrapping the door on the annex, doing something like this. So it's basically the whole party. So it's just some stuff may get, sometimes the tree is donated, if you don't to assume, but in general, somebody gets one. So obviously this would be a not to exceed if you're not
Right. Looking at it, but
They have $50,000 budgeted, of which they used 162.
but there's no reason. There's no reason.
Right.
So,
He was talking to me about it before she.
okay.
So if I could make a motion to allow the decorating committee to send up to 12:30 for specifically for the Christmas function in December, on December 8th, for that party.
You said $1,230.
1,230 bucks, yes.
So I'd like to make a motion from the decorating committee to send up to $1,230 for the Christmas event.
Okay.
That works.
Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, we need a roll call, please, Lori.
Hawkins,
Yes.
Swett,
Yes.
Kennedy,
Yes.
McDonald.
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Sounds like we're gonna have a Christmas party. Yeah, that's it. Okay, next item on the agenda is
He's seeing some.
PC.
Did you receive?
No, I never did. And that was the other one I didn't get, but anyway, just to update the council, we asked, I spoke with, wage trim representative, Caitlin, Haddad. Yeah. Regarding, being a consulting planner for the village of Leonard. And she is, she indicated that she would try and send us a fee schedule because she basically works for the village as most of our consultants do time and material. But then we would know ahead of time how much an hour and whatever material is going to cost. And pay on an as needed basis. There's no retainer or anything like that. Reason I contacted her directly and indirectly, Wade Trim, was because Jennifer, Lori, and I, were we there?
Okay.
And Katie was there. That's right. We attended a community design or community zoning planning in April of 2024. She was one of the presenters there, and in reading her resume, she handles mainly smaller. Emily City is one of her larger clients. She handled Belmont. Yeah. And we're in need of a consultant planner because we're going through the master plan review process right now. And we did meet with her for I don't know, half an hour. And she sat down and she made some very revealing clarifications on her master plans.
Without even, this is like a prepaid part.
Yeah, it's like a free advice, without even having to pay for it. And what she said made sense, made big sense. A couple of things that we really need to address for the future. So I hope to be able to present you with the costs for the kind of material. So unfortunately, we didn't get that, and I don't think we want to prove a plan until we know what it's going to cost us. So, and if you do know of another planning company and you want to have obtain a reference, feel free to either get it or not make me aware of it. I was quite pleased. Maybe it was a pretty good size. I think they at least seemed to get us. She wanted to come out and see the community. She looked at her master plan on her own time. Said she'd like to review it's only ordinance. Those are good things, positive things. So, with that, I'm not going to recommend any action at this time. That we don't have to be told. Yeah, I will. Yeah, perhaps once I get the information, I'll get it out. Okay. Great. Next item on the agenda is. Yeah. Okay, did I describe everybody? The village approved submitting an application for the Polly Trail to the Oakland County Parks and Recreation for a grant for the improvements of pre-engineering design for the Polly Trail. The estimates for that engineering design came in about almost $200,000 slice they had originally budgeted for. And they not only went out once, they shrank the size of the project. It's even more than that. And the entire transfer, we go through that commission. So the bottom line is they're coming up with another amendment to the original agreement. They agreed to take it's $25,000 grant. They're responsible for the trails, responsible for $75,000. The park and rec grant will be $25,000. They want to use the money to do the engineering design slash consultancy slash construction phase construction. So that means there'll have to be another amendment to the original agreement. And they asked the council to authorize me to approve that amendment once they receive it, as long as it's in those parameters. Our agreement with the council is that we fronted the application for the responsible for any part of the costs or execution of it. They maintain full control. The Pine Trail takes full control of that. We did not apply for a grant that year in 23. Said the village wants to sponsor the Pine Trail Council. We could do that. And we gave them our scope. So if the council is applying the motion to authorize the president to approve the amendment language to the agreement. When available. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to say what we do. No, we're not a decision person. And if they have finished the project by I think it's April of 2026. They need introduction sooner than later. We're going to research this trail from Leonard all the way to
With what? Like oh,
New Lansing. You know, Scott lived there. Yeah, that's the crazy part because of they have the original plans for only business trail, but it's just like us doing forestry. They're not requirements that you have to do engineering. I just can't even
is it $100,000? They don't even have price on them? Or is it $100,000?
no, the cost would be probably something else. The actual construction. Put that much stone down over 5 miles or more. They recently did a partial restoration from Oregon down to Durst and again here between Rochester Road and down by the mill there.
It's salty.
They're putting salt on the edges to kill off vegetation rather than spray chemicals.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. So it's going to study the council.
No, we'll let us do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would keep evidence to grab.
that what you said?
I think that was,
The first or second?
second, what was it?
Okay. Well, Alex made the motion. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. The motion carries. That's the last one. Okay. Just note, under old business, we sent out the show cause notices to owners of 4285 Forest, notifying them of the decision of the hazardous building officer, the hearing officer, that the building should be up. And we have to wait until October 3rd, I think. 30, we have to give 30 days to respond. So, and then we can finally go to court and ask for an order to demolish the property. It just adds up. We front that money as well, and then we cover it either through the lien or the owners have to guess off of it.
Is it taxes or is it just a lien on the property, so the property sells?
That's, we're going to explore whether we can put it on tax, as a property tax. Works just the way it would be. Currently, we have just a lien, which third party paid the taxes on the property a year ago, and they really haven't communicated with us, so we don't know what they did because there's a mortgage behind it. You know, somebody, a mortgager doesn't want to lose property by not having the taxes paid up, because I don't think the company itself carries one way or the other.
I don't have concern that would be that we would, don't want to spend too much demolishing the building to where when they sell, they can land. They don't do something.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it
we don't have-
depends on how much it costs. So that house down in Lakeville, it was around $10,000. Yeah.
See, that would be feasible.
Really? Oh, so you ran into my house.
But it was right by the lake.
Yeah.
And so,
And it will stop.
yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I wish the neighbors would want that. They would go there. Monstrosity up there.
Oh, I hear you. I'm with you. Oh, mercy.
Okay, so, I'd like to ask the council to authorize the village president to direct the village attorney to schedule the show cause hearing as soon as this opportunity presents itself. And yeah, they have to respond. If they fail to respond or don't respond affirmatively by October 3rd, that's when we can technically go to court. So somebody make that motion? Or? I'll make it. No, authorize the president to authorize the attorney to see if we wait until our next meeting, it'll be after that.
Show cause hearing at the meetings or earliest available opportunity.
And to approve judicial action.
That's and approve the judicial action.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, I think, let's do a roll call vote on that, please.
Yes.
Kennedy?
Yes.
McDonald?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Catch basin reconstruction. I was supposed to get, notice this week that he was going to begin. Remember, that's, we authorized, back in July, $12,850 for that. Repair, one app, repair, replace replace 2 catch basins and install about 150 feet of pipe, to try and dry it, keep the alley dry, and move the water into the storm system. And I haven't heard from him, so hopefully today soon. He said the beginning of September, so that's where we are. Okay, and then DPW. We didn't really say or do anything on the banner structure removal replacement. I contacted the local metal worker who said well, I was told he said, that he would look to see if there are companies that make poles, like banner poles, but I have not heard from him. So I'll follow on myself on that again. I don't know if I'm not going to remove them at this point. I didn't officially test them, but they seem they're not about to fall down. So,
Is that in the corner street?
yeah, the 2 here and the 2 down towards Mission Street. Okay, and then I also asked for a quote, which I was supposed to get to do the trailhead ditch. I went down there with the contractor, and the culverts are about half full. I think it's a 10-inch culvert. It's got 5 or 6 inches of fill, sediment in it. So we know that the ditch has to be taken down probably at least 8 inches. But he did not provide me with a quote. So I can't even give you a ballpark estimate on what it costs. I guess I have to wait until October. Okay, we got a president's report. We did have one FOIA request. It was a data request from the village. That was for what was it?
Municipal league, they wanted to know basically what our premiums are.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were asking what the village spent on our insurance policy and what limits do it take. It's a community development block grant. We received no applications for assistance. Ordinance enforcement, aside from the fireworks getting a little out of hand, for holiday, there was really, there's no complaint I received.
We were all. They loved it. Everyone, from what I heard, they were on there.
They were commercial grade fireworks. They weren't.
Were they?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So there was no action taken. So okay, I did get notice from the federal aid committee that that we will have approval from MDOT for the $1.5 million support street in by July 2025. I have also spoken with Baker Tilly, which does it's a full service engineering firm, but they also do financial arrangements for financing road projects. They're also going to send me names of some bond attorneys. Apparently, construction companies are allowed to also do the bonds. It has to be independent from their activities. So we used it as FC sums for the last few projects, but their furnace is still there. But we had problems with them. They tried to change the amount that we were to pay after we already signed the contract. You know that, did you? And so yeah, so I'm if, you know, as long as I get a couple of competitive quotes to see what we'll go from there. Let's see. Also, I just want to let Strawberry Festival has been added to the special event assessment rating, which is SEER, which is a federal FEMA assessment and homeland security rate events by the number of population and the danger level of such an event, the risk, I guess. So I submitted it to the festival, because that's really the only thing we have. And whatever that means, I can't, they'll do any risk assessing. Things like that. Okay, so that's all I have for the president's report. And the trustee committee reports. The festival committee, I think they're on. I think it's not. Commission,
Yeah.
I didn't get any places. So. Yeah. Decorating committee.
Only one thing to add, is that we are covered finances.
Right.
Road closure from 3 to 7 p.m. on December 8th. I can make a motion to close the road from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on December 8th. This section.
It's early, but we can do it. If that's what you're.
From 3 to 7 on December 8th?
Yeah.
From Forest to,
Division.
Yeah, yes.
It's really the only practical way to do it. Because you can't have cars coming our way down. And yeah, and back and forth. So 3 to December 8th. December 8th. 3 to 7 p.m. Down close, Forest to Division. Okay. What's
That is my motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to close East Elmwood from 3 to 7 between Forest and Division on December 8th. Are there any questions on the motion? If not, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. North Oakland Transportation Authority, their next meeting is September 19th. Just busy, 46 routes, that's from 13 routes a little over a year ago, or since transportation tax passed. Over 119 employees. Planning Commission meeting is September 19th. Okay. County Internal Management Council meeting is September 18th. Not sure that it's going to be. It might be Village Park. We did have our meeting. There were only really only 3 people left on the committee. Myself and Doug and Linda Doiger. We had a meeting and we went down the following Saturday and cleaned up the park, trimmed those cedar trees and did some work cleaning the flower beds out. But there is a schedule now. I sent it by email to the village that has the meeting dates on it. And then community development black fund, Lori included it. In the report that was in your packet, as of July 31st, we have a total between remove architectural barriers and repair $17,500. The minor health repair is $7,000. Is that available yet, Lori?
Is that available? I think it was released. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like the answer is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's late enough in here. It's crazy.
Right. Only because this came from them and they would have put it on there. We didn't have it, so we didn't actually.
All right. So That's all I have. Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in motion, in favor of the motion to adjourn, please say aye. Opposed, please say no. Motion carried.